Brothers and sisters, we are gathered here to celebrate the solemnity of the Holy Family of Nazareth. This is the Sunday that follows after we have celebrated the birth of Jesus Christ. And today we celebrate the family of Joseph, Mary, and Jesus. And the church has given to humanity this feast so that we can look and take the family of Nazareth as the model family, so that our own families, your own families, will take the example of the Holy Family of Nazareth. The Holy Family of Nazareth was founded on the love and listening to the Word of God, nothing else. Today some people are getting into marriage of many reasons. Some people would prefer a family that will have more money and less love. Other people would prefer a family that has more money but do not care about the listening the Word of God. My dear brother, my dear sister, that's where we go wrong. We see that the family of Nazareth hinged itself on the love and listening to the Word of God. The Holy Family of Nazareth that we are celebrating today always did things in unity and did things together. You remember, for example, the flight to Egypt. And when the child got lost in the temple, which is our gospel today, Mary and Joseph returned together to look for the child in the temple. Joseph and Mary went together to rescue the child in Egypt. But in some of our families, things are done like the government and the opposition. When did you last sit with your family members? You don't need to be negative to whatever your husband has said, to whatever your wife has said. It never happened with Mary and Joseph. They did everything in unity. My dear brother, my dear sister, don't make your family into a government where you have the opposition, where you have the government. No. COVID-19 has been very bad. But we thank God has brought out the spirit of togetherness in a family. Some parents were visitors in their own families. You can imagine before COVID. But when everything was locked up, people were supposed to be in their families. That's even the children, they said, hey, is this one daddy? Is this one mommy? The children were able to realize that these were their parents. Out of the bad things that COVID has brought, but God was able to get something good, that the spirit of togetherness in a family was able to resurrect. What you train your children to be is strictly what they will be. In the gospel, when Jesus got lost in the temple, the parents went back to look for him. And when they found him, we see how Mary asked Jesus, son, why have you done this to us? Some of you parents, you do not bother about the wrong things your children do. There is small things that your children are doing now that will later grow into incurable vices. And as I say, if you keep defending the wrong thing your children do now, in the future you will hire lawyers to defend them in the courts of law. Joseph and Mary, they had to go and look for Jesus Christ and ask him, why have you done this to us? Or when your children have done something wrong, ask them to give an explanation. We also want to look at the attitude of Mary, the mother of Jesus. When he was asking him, he said, son, why have you treated us so? She asked with love and with care. Dear parents, when your child has committed a mistake, you don't need to punish him as if you are killing a snake. You don't need to crucify him as if you are the judge in the courts of law. You are cross-examining him like you are the judge. Let the attitude of Mary inspire her, inspire all the mothers, inspire all the fathers, that you are able to advise, to punish your children with great love and care. As we celebrate the Holy Family today, we see the Holy Family of Nazareth had Joseph as the father and the man, Mary as the mother and the woman, Jesus as the child. We are not hearing that it had Joseph and Peter. No. We are not hearing that it had Mary and Martha. No. Therefore, these unions that do not have a man and a woman and children, that is nothing other than a family. That as Christians, we know that the family must comprise of a man and a woman and children. These things that we hear these days, that one can never be. We are taking the example of the family of Nazareth, the Holy Family of Nazareth, as a family of a man and a woman and children. We are called upon to examine what kind of families we have. Are they the broken families? Are they the fighting families? When was the last time you had a meal together with your family members? When did you last had an evening prayer or a morning prayer with your families? Because we know at Holy Cross Family Ministry that the family that prays together stays together. And we know that a family at prayer is a family at peace. We all want families to stay together. We all want families to have peace. It has to be noted that in the Holy Family of Nazareth, each person had a responsibility that he or she was doing. Mary was a potter. Joseph was a carpenter. Jesus would accompany the father into his workshop. Today we see some of the men who do not want to work. Today we want to see women who want to remain at home, only cleaning their fingernails. This is wrong, my dear brother. This is wrong, my dear sisters. That in this family, the family must be a family that is working. It's not only the man who will work. It's not only the woman who will work. Look at the example of Joseph and Mary. All of them hard work they are doing. And we have to remember that work is a divine law. That God, after creating man and woman, He encourages them to work. Therefore, in your family, you have to work. Look at the times of COVID-19 and the closure of schools. Some children have been abused by some of their family members. Some children have been abused physically, sexually, and emotionally. We need Jesus to heal these families, to touch these families, to touch them and heal them. Where the family was supposed to build by the one abusing their children, abusing them sexually, physically. We need Jesus to be in these families. We are reminded to invite Jesus Christ into our families, and we make Jesus the center of the families, so that our families will hinge around Christ. Once we have Him, have Christ as the cardinal hinge, then all we do will be okay, because we do them according to Jesus Christ. To you, young people there who are planning to begin a family, prepare well and give your family a very strong foundation of prayer, of blessing, love, honesty, integrity, faithfulness, truth, and all other good things. Do not begin your family. Don't give your family a foundation of sin. Some families have failed even after later or having been ratified, after having been blessed, because they began on the wrong note. Prepare and begin your families on the right note. The second reading gives us the good news that see the love the Father has given us, that we should be called the children of God. And so, that all of us, we the children of God, we become one family of the children of God. We are all of us invited to love each other, to be that family of God, where we don't have an enemy, where we don't have someone against you, that all of us are brothers and all of us are children. So all of us as children of God the Father, let us love one another, because we are one family. The Lord be with you.